Hi guys, my name is Stanley and I'm from RC Tank Legion. Thank you for watching my channel. Remember to subscribe. Okay, so today I'm going to do an unboxing video for the Heng 1/30th scale RC tanks. These tanks are fully remote control and they have IR battle system built in already. You just buy this, take it out of the box, put batteries in, charge the battery if you need to, and then you can play immediately. These tanks don't need any modifications. You just take it out of the box and it's ready to run and play. So let's check it out. So the tanks are the M4 Sherman and the M26 Pershing. There's only these two models. There's no other models, so you have to get you have to accept there's only these two tanks. So never mind. In the name of fun, it's just these two tanks. Okay. You can customize your tanks by painting it in different colors or camouflage or whatever, because you know accuracy doesn't really matter, especially if you're gonna play in a battle series. So maybe what you can do is you paint your turret red, or you paint your turret blue or yellow or whatever, and that way you can have different teams, to play on different sides. Or you can have magnets attached to the back of the hull, and then you magnetize a flag to determine which team you're on, because everybody's got the same two tanks, right? So let me I'll show you what it looks like. It comes with each comes with a 2.4 gigahertz radio remote control, and it is all you need to do is put AA batteries in it, and then put the rechargeable battery that comes with it. Plug it on. It turns on exactly like the Heng 1/16 scale remote control tanks. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. So it comes with a bunch of stuff. Each tank has its own little instruction manual, battery, the control knobs, the USB charger, and the tiny screwdriver that you may need, and of course some accessories. Okay, you need to release it from the box. The box has a little locking tab underneath, and then you need to use a screwdriver to unscrew this bunch off. Okay, let's try with one first. So you will need to use a Phillips screwdriver, a small Phillips screwdriver. I'm just going to use my personal one. You got to remove this little locking knobs that comes with the shipping. These are actually totally unnecessary when in play, so you can get rid of them as soon as you take it off. So for those of you who are used to the 1/16 scale remote control tanks, there's a lot of similarities with the 1/16 scale, except a few. I'll show you what's the difference. So as usual, the batteries at the bottom, and then you need to connect the batteries. I'm going to put my personal batteries in. And of course, once it's on, it will be flashing the headlights to tell you that it's on standby mode. And then, and of course, every single, because these are meant for kids, so a lot of it is screwed down nice and tight. Again, once you open it, you don't actually have to put the screws back on. So just like the 1/16 scale batteries, to turn on, you press the on-off button over here. Yeah, it has a beep sound. Let's hear it. Okay, and then to turn on, you press the padlock button, just like the 1/16 scale. And when you press it, engine start sound, and you drive just like the 1/16 scale. So same like 1/16 scale, one sticks for driving, one sticks for turret. Here's a machine gun, here's a cannon. So the only difference is that there is no up down for the elevation, because there just isn't any motor that's driving it. But there is a turret left right, there is a cannon, machine gun is this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you what's all the functions. Okay, so coming to the function buttons, right? So as usual, let me run this by you again. This is the on-off button for the remote control. This is the engine on-off, just like the 1/16 scale tanks, right? You on the engine. As you can see, these four lights here is the life indicator. It shows you how many lives this is. This is the IR receiver when you shoot. The IR emitter is inside the barrel, okay? And of course, these are the headlights. This is the driving control, and this is the turret control. There is no up-down. There's no up-down in this. The of course, there's a machine gun. This is a machine gun. There's nothing here. Oh, okay. You press 2 together. This the cannon, but this one doesn't fire the IR signal. To fire the IR signal, you need to press B, which is this one. The A is the volume control. There's 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. Okay. There is a trim. This is the left-right trim, and according to the manual, X and Y is for the back, and for X is back to the left, and Y is back to the right. I tried it just now. I couldn't get it, but forward trim is very pronounced. You can actually feel. You can actually see it. Right now, I'm driving, and it's pulling to the right. So let me fix it. Let me point it straight and see if it goes straight now. Okay, now it's straight. So the trim works well. So what's so good about this? Let me show you what. Okay, this is what's really fun. What's make really great fun is that there is a life indicator. You can see how many lives there is left. And if I fire the cannon, okay, I'm going to fire the main cannon, but this is not the IR one. So you aim your gun, fire at your enemy. Doesn't fire, right? But if you press B, B is the one that fires the IR light. It reacts with the flashing of light, and then you can see the tank is now 3 lives versus 4. Okay, so if I fire again, I'll just show you. If I fire again, it receives a shot, and now it's 2 lives. Okay, so I can even fire the machine gun, and it will take damage, but I have to do this 5 times. So this number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and then it reduces 1 life. So this is really interesting because machine guns also give damage. Why this is important is because you have limited shots. Heng Long came up with this really realistic feature that each tank has only 10 rounds every time you turn on the tank. Every time you set the tank up, it's only 10 rounds. So I really shot 2 cannon shots, right? So I'm just gonna block 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and we're out. There's no more ammo. So the only way to take out your enemy is by the machine gun. As you can see. So it's going to be really challenging to play. You know, you cannot be spamming your shots. You really have to make every shot count, because once you're out of your shots, you're only down to your machine gun, and you have to hit your enemy 5 times before he takes a life off. And during that time, he can shoot at you, like so. And your life is down. See, from 4 it becomes 3. So imagine, and machine gun will also give you damage as well. So this is really, really interesting, really fun. And of course, the IR receiver is really sensitive, because even when you do this, okay, fire, the IR light might reflect. So it's a bit of a challenge to get it right, working right. But when you have enough of these prop houses to help deflect the shots, deflect the reflection of the IR fire. Okay, it might have bounced off my body, but anyways, but overall it is a really fun thing to have. And once you're dead, as you can see, it's flashing to show that it's dead, and then the engine restarts. But of course, you have to stop the engine. If you're dead, you're dead. Again, it's really fun. I think this is a great tabletop RC toy to have. You don't need to do any modifications. Honestly, there's no spare parts to be had. There's nothing to upgrade. You just put the battery in and play on the table. As you can see here, we got our Lego road plates to simulate a town with all our little little printed houses to replicate that this is a town, and this is like World War II street fighting or something like that. So it's really, really cool. Again, you also can suffer from friendly fire damage. So if your friend's shooting from behind you like that, you will get shot as well. It's great for small places. If you don't have a large garden to play your 1/16 scale, or you just have a small room, or you want to play on the floor, this is great. This is perfect for indoors. You cannot run this outdoors because this is not meant for very rough terrain. It's only meant for very smooth surfaces. So this sort of setup is great, and all you need to do, I guess, is to buy more spare batteries, I guess, and then you can have loads of fun times with this. Overall, I think this is a great thing to have. I think we should start a small competitive league just to play for fun. There's no modifications. Just bring what you have, and then the only modification you actually need to do, right? What we did here is that we put a heat shrink sleeve to cover the muzzle brake, because the LED is over here and it does have a white spread. So what we did was we cover the muzzle brake a little bit, and then that prevents the light from spreading too much, and the muzzle brake also acts as a color. So this is blue team, for example, and the other guy is another color team, for example. But again, it's very simple. You don't have to do much. You can even put flags or whatever to determine which team you're on, and or whatever color you want to paint your tank. There's no camouflage involved in this sort of tabletop. It's too small or too limited to be camouflage and all that. But it's really cool. Again, it's fun. The downside to this is that there is no spare parts. The suspension doesn't actually work. There's no articulation and all that. So don't drive on too rough a surface. As you can see, these are just plastic rubber tracks. And if you run it too rough, the gear might break because they're all plastic. Other than that, it's nice and cheap. You can get this from our web store, rctanklegion.com. Okay, available in these two models. We sell them in a box of 2. So it's a box set. You can once you buy it, you can immediately play, and I believe you can play up to 24 tanks at the same time as well. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's unboxing video of this very cute Heng 1/30th scale RC IR battle tanks. We would like to remind you that the pandemic is not over yet, so please remember to wash hands, wear masks when you go out, and stay safe. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.